Hi everyone, we are now on to episode 2 of the Sports Truth, and we're going to do the evening games.
Yes, we are.
What's the first one?
The first game that we have is the division game, the Packers at the Vikings. Okay?
Oh no.
I sort of get tired of hearing on certain other stations that Aaron Rodgers is a bad man and that he's a generational talent and he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
It's Brady.
Yeah, that's Brady. I don't see how Aaron Rodgers, is he a great regular season champ, much like Peyton Manning was?
Yeah.
Yes, but why does he have issues in the playoffs, especially against the 49ers?
I don't know. It's like Peyton Manning in the playoffs.
Exactly. So the Packers obviously have their issues going into the season, okay? Rodgers has lost the best wide receiver option in a long time.
Bye, Devontae.
Devontae Adams. This guy is a perfect wide receiver. He has no weaknesses. Can run routes, every route possible in the, what's it called, the tree house? Or
the route tree.
Route tree, thank you.
You can do all of them.
Yes. Could go on the go route, tall receiver, quick. And the Raiders are lucky for having him. So what is Rodgers left with? Not much. It is a mismatch of wide receivers.
Tight ends.
Yes.
And maybe a receiving running back. That's it.
Yes. You have Randall Cobb, who 10 years ago was really good. All right? You have a rookie wide receiver with a bunch of talent, but he hasn't played it down in the NFL.
Oof.
I want to say you have Sammy Watkins, who, if not injured and can be on the field, is great.
Right.
But throughout his career, he has been dogged by injuries. And leave it up to Rodgers to dog out on all the wide receivers on his team. And it makes sense for someone like Rodgers. So if things go south, he could just be like, I told you so. I told you my wide receivers weren't that good. But don't worry, Packer fans. You improved on your defense. You helped the run defense by drafting defensive tackle and linebacker, so it should be more of a balanced team. But I don't trust Rodgers in the first game, okay? I told you earlier that I was a gambling man, okay?
Yeah, you are.
To a fault. And last year when I bet on the Packers to beat the Saints, they lost 35-0. Humiliating. This is how you get Rodgers.
Right.
You jump on top of him, 10-0, 14-0.
Yep.
At that point, he puts up the white flag and quits. I read body language. Slumped shoulders, sorry.
Slump shoulders on the sideline.
Yeah, exactly. That face that says, what the hell am I doing here? What's the point of anything, okay? Lately, the Vikings have had the Packers' number, believe it or not.
They have.
Okay, Vikings are strong at home. They fired Mike Zimmer, who was a defensive coordinator. You know how I feel about defensive coordinators being head coaches, okay? They are limited. So, luckily, he is gone. Last year, I don't know if you remember, but him and Kirk Cousins on the sideline
doing this
were hugging and grabbing each other and choking each other. It was very sadomasochistic, very just weird. Just not the nucleus ready to blow up. What is it? Fission or fusion?
I don't know.
It was ready?
Implosion, yeah.
Exactly. So what did the Vikings do? They got rid of Zimmer, which they should have got rid of a long time ago.
Yeah,
and instead they brought in Kevin O'Connell, who is Sean McVay's disciple.
Oh,
okay.
Here we go.
Yes.
Okay.
This could actually work. Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, right? Because everyone's like, it's Kirk Cousins. He's limited. I totally agree with you with all that. But you got to see the weapons that are around crazy Cousins, okay?
Okay.
You have Dalvin Cook, who is a top 5 running back. He could catch, he could run, if he could just stay healthy.
Yep.
And then, of course, their wide receiver
is Adam Thielen, right? Is that
no, Adam Thielen, but the other one, is it Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson.
Yes,
yeah.
Justin Jefferson, who in his rookie year had like 1,300 yards and double-digit touchdowns.
Pretty good.
Pretty good,
wow.
Exactly. And the defense is fair. So I'm going to call an upset in this one.
Really?
And I have the Vikings winning.
The weather agrees with you. Look at that. It got dark.
It just got all of a sudden.
It got really dark.
It got dark all of a sudden.
The heck? Yeah.
But, I don't trust Rodgers, especially in the first game of the season. They'll go on to have a successful season, probably win double-digit wins. But then when it comes time for the playoffs, let's just hope that Matt LaFleur, Pourboire, merci beaucoup, right? Let's just hope that the Packers don't run against the Niners because the Niners own them. Okay, that's just plain and simple.
Every time.
Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Nope.
High scoring event. Vikings win this game. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to call the upsets. Not everybody's going to win.
That's a bold prediction.
It is. But, All right, next game. This is a mess of a game. If you want the two most unpredictable teams, and you are into that type of stuff, okay?
No.
I am not as a gambler, all right?
Yeah.
The Giants at the Titans. Oh, my God.
Ugh.
Can Brian Dable fix Daniel Jones? Now, everybody used to say, is it Brady or is it Belichick, right? We quickly found out
it's Brady.
It's Brady,
Yeah.
okay? So the same thing could be said because Josh McDaniels looked like a little bit of a mess when he first started playing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not the best throwing mechanics. He could run, but Dable just made the right calls and made him into the top quarterback.
You called him Josh McDaniels?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Josh Allen, not Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels is the coach for the Raiders. My bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say another Josh?
Yeah, no.
Oh, man. Quit
So
joshing me.
we will find out just how good Brian Dable was as an offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Okay? And you know what? Daniel Jones, he's got some weapons,
He does.
They're there. So we'll see if
They're
Saquon
healthy.
Barkley will finally
Be healthy.
Come
on.
And the Giants are one of those teams that they do really well as an underdog. Okay?
Yes.
They were a bettor's friends the last several years. Always losing, but covering the spread. On the other side, you have almost the exact opposite. The Tennessee Titans, which in my opinion are falling apart. And I'll give you several reasons for me believing that. This is the Titans. The Titans are famous for being able to beat really good teams. But when they lose to the losers of the NFL. Yes, you did call last year when they lost to the Jags and the Jets. You don't get any more at the bottom of the cellar, at the bottom of the barrel than those teams. Yes. All right. Let's quickly go over what the Titans have. Weren't the Titans at home last year when they lost to the Cardinals badly?
Yeah, they were.
Yes.
They got blown out.
All right.
Badly.
So A.J. Brown, his number one receiver, now resides in Philadelphia.
Yep, Philly.
Okay. Derrick Henry, he is a great running back.
He's the highest paid running back now.
He is, but the mileage is starting to add up. Okay?
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have somebody on the precipice of pushing Tannehill, Tan the Man, as they call him, out.
Who?
Okay? Malik Willis. I've seen this guy in the preseason, okay?
Yeah.
He amazing passes, could run with the best of them. Sort of like maybe a poor man's Lamar Jackson.
That's still pretty good.
That's still pretty good, exactly. When asked about Malik Willis, Tannehill said, well, it's not my job to babysit him and to teach him the ropes. He needs to learn that on his own, okay?
Oh,
Tannehill has been an average quarterback at best, okay? He throws about as many picks as he does touchdowns.
Yep.
Yes. Don't ever have a bet with the Titans in it. These are one of these teams that will take down your bet. Yeah. I have another mild upset. I have the Giants beating the Titans.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. All right. Next one is the Chiefs at the Cardinals.
Really?
This is an actually pretty interesting game. Okay? You have Mahomes, who has been
He's been okay.
On certain shows as the best quarterback of all time, even though he's played 4 years.
Show.
Yeah. Yeah. Both these quarterbacks are very similar. They were, they were football/baseball savants.
Yes.
Okay. Either one of these teams could have easily had a career. In fact, they were paying the Oakland Athletics.
Is it Oakland?
Yes,
Yeah.
they were willing. They made Kyler Murray the 10th pick in the baseball draft. and were willing to pay him a lot of money.
He became the number one pick in the NFL
Now, the
draft.
Chiefs lost Tyreek Hill,
Yep.
which is a big loss, but I'm going to tell you why it's not as a big of loss as you would think. Okay, before, defenses would play, what's it called, a double shell?
Yes.
Right? So
Cover
they
two,
would, so they would cover Tyreek Hill so he doesn't go over the top, and then Travis Kelce over the middle.
Yes.
Because that was essentially his two options that he had, because they don't really have a running back.
But now he has Juju Smith-Schuster.
But now he has Juju Smith-Schuster. That is a long name, and try to say that 10 times. Okay?
I will.
Yeah. Have a couple drinks and then say that 10 times.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Exactly. And then he also has Valdez Scantley, who was a number 2 or number 3 with Rodgers. And he has a hotshot rookie that with Mahomes' gun, you will get to know who he is pretty soon. So I saw Mahomes in the preseason, and he looks good. The good thing with the Chiefs is that they have corrected one of their weaknesses, their Achilles, the run defense.
Oh, man, that was bad.
I want to say that they got the defensive tackle and the linebacker from the Georgia Bulldogs championship team.
They did.
Okay? Like, everybody on that defense is probably playing in the NFL.
They are, actually.
You will no longer be able to hit the Chiefs with the run game. So you have Mahomes with his balanced offense.
Yep.
And you have a defense. You got to remember Spagnuolo. Spagnuolo is the one who ruined Brady's perfect season. Okay? He did it twice.
He did.
Okay? And he did it against the 49ers too. When they were up 10, he shut them down, which is not hard to do when Jimmy G is throwing the ball. But anyways, that's a whole other conundrum.
You know what's funny though? You forgot the biggest game. Your own game.
Oh, no, I am. I just want to finish up on the Chiefs Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what, the Chiefs, and I know Chargers fans, they have won 6 straight division titles, and there is a good chance that they will win another division. That's just how they are. I mean, they're that person that shows up to your party that you didn't invite, yet they are there. What the hell? I never invited the Chiefs. And there they are. For the division winners. Usually the Chiefs do really well in that first game of the season, and Andy Reid has his team prepared. But I have an upset. It is the Cardinals, okay? They play super well the first couple games, the first half of the season.
Yeah, 7 games.
They demolished the Titans last year, and before that they beat the 49ers, who were coming off of their Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray has been given a big contract, and there are pieces missing. Chandler Jones went to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk
went to the
Jags.
Yep.
Yeah, and J.J. Watts is on his last leg.
Yeah.
Okay? But yet, when you push baby in the corner, do not put baby in the corner, which is a Dirty Dancing reference for those people from Generation X. The millennials are like, who the hell is Dirty Dancing or Patrick Swayze or put baby in a corner? But Kyler Murray, the chip on his shoulder because he's a little quarterback, he got his big contract. He is the underdog. He will get the better of Mahomes. Mahomes will lose that first game. Okay, Charger fans, I hope you're happy with that.
I am.
But the rest of the season, the Chiefs are going to do well, and they're probably going to win the division. It's not something that I hope. I'm just sort of being realistic about it.
Yeah.
Okay? So that is what's going to happen. Probably one of the more fun games of the week. All right. The game that you guys have been waiting for. The best game of the week. The Raiders at the Chargers. We all remember the play-in game last year where I love Staley, okay? I love 4th and down. He's a gambler. I mean, we would kill the casinos between Staley mind and my demigod mind.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
4th and Staley.
Yeah. But when you had a chance, just kneel. Or just don't call the timeout. Then they kneel. You guys both go to the playoffs. Everybody wins, But you know what? It's okay. He, in 2021, rebuilt the offense around Justin Herbert, right? I mean, everybody loves Justin Herbert, not just Charger fans, right?
Yeah.
So Rashawn Slater, and then on 2022, he rebuilt the defense.
Oh, man.
Who's the number 1 available corner in free agency? J.C. Jackson. I know we're going to miss him for the first game, but he is a stud, along with Derwin James, along with Asante Samuels Jr., which the apple does not fall far from the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Most times when your daddy is Montana, or when your daddy is Jordan, or when your daddy is LeBron, okay? When you have your sons will disappoint you, okay? There's a chance for the Asante Samuels Jr. to be better than his father, or at least as good. Okay?
That's pretty good.
Pass rushers. We got Joey Bosa, right? The Bosa brothers. Joey Bosa on one side, Khalil Mack on the other side. Khalil Mack hasn't seen single, what's it called? One-on-one.
He's going to get him.
Yeah, exactly. He will have that. Okay?
Finally.
So where is the Chargers' weakness? Okay, if you are the Ravens, if you are the Browns, if you are the 49ers, if you are the Eagles, if you are any team that is run-centric, the Chargers are in trouble.
Yeah.
I know, I've spoken to Charger fans, oh, well, we got some defensive tackles. One of them might work. I don't know any of them. I don't know their pedigree. And then Kenneth Murray, sort of a little bit of disappointment. The linebacker is in the middle. Okay,
Yeah.
So just hope that you play teams that love to pass the ball and don't run at all, okay? And then Justin Herbert will win most of those battles.
Those shootouts, yeah.
Exactly. What do we have on the other side with the Raiders? They gutted the whole thing, okay? Gruden is gone.
Yeah.
Dumbass Gruden. Hey, Gruden, you want Tom Brady and Gronk?
Nah.
Nah. And you know why? Because it's the same reason that Shanahan passed on Brady too. Because they're egos, okay?
Yeah.
Gruden thought, we will win a Super Bowl, but then everybody's going to give Brady the credit and not me, John Gruden. Same thing with Kyle Shanahan, okay? But Gruden is out, okay? He's probably out for good, blackballed. All right?
I agree.
Yeah, but they completely rebuilt the Raiders organization. They essentially took everything that the Patriots had.
Right.
They took Josh McDaniels. They took the general manager. They took the offensive line coach that's been under Belichick forever. Okay? Yeah. It is no wonder that Matt Patricia and Joe Judge are calling plays, defensive coordinators for the offense. And no wonder Mac Jones, Belichick, they're in a world of pain.
Yeah.
Okay? Wow. This is going to be a scoring fest. Okay? Back and forth. A beautiful day in Southern California. Devontae Adams and Derek Carr. Devontae Adams, since he was a kid, was a Raiders fan. Now he gets to be with Derek Carr. Okay? Let me ask you a question. How did the Burrow Jamar Chase thing work out?
Jerry Rice 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God,
they dominated at LSU, and it took day one, and they were like, boom.
The Bengals were
it wasn't like halfway through the season they figured it out. The same thing with Devontae Adams, okay? If you are a decent quarterback, which Derek Carr is, I'd probably put him just outside the top 10. Maybe like 12 or so, okay?
I do 12, yeah.
He's got weapons. He's got Hunter Renfrow. No, Padre fans, not that Hunter Renfrow. the slot, the white, great hope wide receiver, Hunter Renfrow from Clemson, okay? And Darren Waller, he's injured. And the key is if Josh Jacobs starts going,
oh no,
then it's all over for the Chargers. Hopefully, the demise of their offensive line and their shuffling is enough for the Chargers to apply enough pressure to get to the quarterback. But it's tough to pick this game, guys, okay? Because I want to say Chargers, but I feel like if I do, I'm going to jinx them because I've been accused by Matt Gucciani and others of having so much power. Remember, I'm half demigod.
Yep, demigod. Yep.
That I could change the course of this. So I will say that I hope the Chargers win.
There you go.
And leave it up to the gods of fate to decide what happens in this game, okay? And another thing is, Charger fans, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, okay?
Oh, no.
We got a great offense. We got a great defense. One of the best quarterbacks. A brilliant coach that knows his offense and defense. And he looks like he's 15 years old. It's just crazy, okay? But the owner, okay, which was brought up, it doesn't matter if you have one of the best nucleuses, which is the quarterback and the coach and the chemistry between them. In fact, I can tell you exactly when I knew that the Chargers were going to lose to the Raiders last year in the last game of the year in Las Vegas. It was when I saw Spanos come down towards the end, and I was like, oh, really, dude? You couldn't wait till after the game?
Yeah.
You jinxed your own team. The sister even wants him out. Charger fans, if we ever want to win a Super Bowl, we need to cause a revolution, which I will lead. Okay, as Boltman, and I will see Spanos, and when I see him, this is just a foam lightning bolt. But I got my real one, because if I had brought my real lightning bolt, it might burn down the whole house or the
Yeah.
whole neighborhood. I mean, the strength that the lightning bolt has, I mean, it might cause another fire like the other fires that we're experiencing
Right now.
in San Diego right
Yeah.
now. But if I see Dean Spanos and he's right there and I'm within shot, I'm taking my real one. I'm not sure if you saw Thor, the movie Thor,
We did.
where
Yeah, I saw
he throws a lightning bolt and hits Zeus through the middle.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if I see Thor, he's mine.
Oh, okay.
I heard
Got
you
it.
might have him on the show.
I don't
okay?
know, I might.
He threw a lightning bolt at my father.
I don't
Okay?
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. All right, anyways. Sorry to get off subject right there. But, yeah. So just get rid of Spanos, and we
Super
will
Bowl.
dominate for years. Exactly. All right. And anything else you want to say on the Raider-Charger game?
No.
No? Just enjoy the hell
I
out
will.
of it.
I'll enjoy it.
Okay, next we're moving on to the primetime games. What was once heralded as a great game. I mean, you got the Bucks with Brady, right?
Yeah.
Former Super Bowl champ, and the Cowboys, the nauseating Cowboys, the delusional Cowboy fan base. Okay,
2 hours
I will
on
tell you
ESPN.
what's going on. All right, the Bucks, their whole interior of the offensive line has been decimated.
Gone.
Their center, who is one of the best centers, blew out something. A week later, their starting guard, they got issues on the line. Supposedly, Bruce Arians said that they have the second and third round picks that they've been stashing to plug in.
Right.
Brady's weakness is up the middle. If you try to pass rush, I don't care if you have LT on the outside, like bringing him back in a time machine, right?
Yeah.
And he's just going to step into the pocket. But if you come up the middle, little blitzkrieg action,
He doesn't have
a
any
little Hitler on France type action,
Yes.
then you are going to get to Brady. Luckily, Brady has the fastest mind in football, 20 years of experience, and gets it out in under 3 seconds.
It's gone.
So, yes, and also, Todd Bowles being the defensive coordinator, that would usually be a bad thing, but that's okay, because he is going to lead the defense. They've rebuilt the defense.
They have.
They stole something from the Bears and they got a D-tackle.
Oh,
that
man.
defense is going to be similar to the one that won the Super Bowl. Todd Bowles will take care of the defense. He will hand the keys over to Brady so that Brady can handle the offense.
He will.
And he will.
He's a player coach.
Brady's got some issues right now. One of my lady friends, and I have quite a few lady friends.
She told you?
She told me that his wife said it's either football or me. Well, guess what? She moved out of the house, okay?
Oh, well, football.
Yeah, I mean, what personal issues you got to take care of when you're Brady? You have no issues. You're fucking Brady. 7-time Super Bowl winner,
Yeah.
you know? Married to a model,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, everybody loves Brady. And if you don't, you're a hater. I get it. You
Pretty
know,
much.
even there's a lot of Charger fans are haters. And I remember I was there. That was the first game I ever went to, the 2007 game where we lost to Brady. But anyways, I don't want to get back to that.
No.
We're talking about the Bucks and the Cowboys. So listen, what it comes down to is that the Cowboys are missing both their tackles. The inside of their line is fine. Right tackle, left tackle gone. Left tackle now blocks for Burrow. Right tackle got injured by a phantom call or a phantom play.
Phantom thing, yeah.
Exactly. They have one wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. I think he's great. But one wide receiver does not make a team. You double, triple team. You shank him while he's not looking, you know. You give him a wedgie, whatever you have to do to distract him. Put something in his drink, you know. There's a lot of ways you can go about this.
So bad.
Okay, that's all right. Everything's fair in love and war, right? That's what my father Zeus told me.
Well, look, the weather changed again.
Oh, it did change again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zeus. I don't.
Come on.
Sorry, Dad. It's all right. Anyways, Brady is excellent in prime time.
Yep.
And he will win this game. Okay?
100%.
You don't announce that you're coming back and then lose to the shitty Cowboys, right?
No.
Cowboys are strong at home, but with all the stuff that they have, it is too much to overcome. The Cowboys will not win their division. In fact, it will be the Eagles, and they have an outside chance of making the playoffs. All right, moving on to the Monday Night Football game. Usually the Monday Night Football game is the Mac Daddy, the game that everybody needs to watch,
Pretty
right?
much.
It's like, it's Monday Night Football. Let's get our drink on, you know?
Not this much. No.
Yeah. So it is the Broncos at the Seahawks.
Revenge?
Yes, it's sort of a revenge game, more of a I told you so game. You know, the prodigal son returns.
Yeah, I told you so.
Exactly. He is like Caesar crossing the Rubicon. I am back in Rome and I own it. So he is going to Seattle and says, this is where I started my career. I made you, Seahawks. And
Pretty
what,
much.
now you're going to beat me?
Yeah,
With
that's not
Geno
happening.
Smith? Come on. Really?
Geno
Geno Smith, a journeyman? A guy who can occasionally play well, but at some critical point in the game will fumble it, throw an interception, And look, Locke, that ain't the answer either, because Locke licks balls, okay? Sorry, Locke, I gotta call it as I see it. And Pete Carroll, he's familiar, of course, with Russell Wilson.
Of course he is.
Right? All those years, the championship.
Make it hard on him.
He should have not thrown it, and he should have ran it in, all that stuff. Anyways, I mean, Russell Wilson might still be there, because then he would be the 2-time Super Bowl champ, and they would build on the successes that they have.
And the Legion of Boom would have stayed around.
But as I mentioned earlier, when especially great quarterbacks go back to their former team, almost all the time they win. And we mentioned it, Montana, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Tom Brady. I mean, there is a long list.
Yep.
I just don't see it happening. And as the Broncos want to stay in the division hunt or at least get a playoff invitation, they need to beat the Seahawks. Are one of the worst teams. Okay?
They gotta beat them. Yeah.
Bobby Wagner is gone. There is nobody in the middle to stop anything. Okay, you have excellent wide receivers with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, but Geno Smith. I mean, throwing the ball or Locke. I mean, how they didn't upgrade on quarterback is beyond me. But that is another lock of the week. I know I'm not going out on a ledge,
right?
But the Broncos will beat the Seahawks. Might be a little bit closer than you think, just because of the familiarity. I haven't started drinking yet, I promise. That's not till
I don't know
later.
about that one, Boltman.
Yeah, I do like to get my drink on. Gambling, drinking. Anyways, I don't want to talk about my vices right now. But yeah, an exciting football week. All the changes. I mean, Devontae Adams going here, Tyreek Hill going here, Russell Wilson going there. It is going to be a fun football season, one for the ages. So I hope that you're able to join us every week. We will do 2, 30-minute shows?
Yeah.
Episodes. Usually the first one's covering the early games, and then the second one covering the afternoon games. And we will represent just about every team that's worth mentioning. Super fandom, mascot, whatever you call it.
Concept
will be on this couch telling you about their team and their predictions.
This should be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. Any last words?
Please like and subscribe.
Oh boy. Here, Charger fans, is to an epic Charger season. Hopefully we get to the playoffs, and then once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. Yeah. I like I said, I don't want to throw that prediction because I got jinxing powers.
You do.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to sort of step back, enjoy it, and Charger fans, maybe I will see you at SoFi. Boltman's got a busy, crazy schedule, but just saying. Till next time.